Hi, my name is Saffiya Patel. I'm currently the managing partner at Wentzel. I got into law because justice was my passion, and that's why I pursued law. I ended up doing M&A and corporate law essentially because I was very interested in the intersection between business, law, strategy, and most importantly, people. The early days were very difficult, primarily because I found myself in a room mostly full of white men. So finding my voice was very hard to do, but I reflected on that very hard. I decided that I was going to work maybe twice as hard as anyone around me, and I was going to speak up and find my voice and make that voice louder than the others in the room. But I was also going to dig deep and find an area in law that nobody else was comfortable with. And for me, that was broad-based Black economic empowerment. I anticipated that this was going to be an issue back in the early 2000s when nobody was really talking about it and before the law actually came into being. And that's how I found my voice. That's how I found myself. And that's how I started getting recognized. So that was certainly a milestone in my journey in this area of M&A. For me, the other milestone was probably then getting appointed as the head of the corporate business unit at Wentzel, and that was around 2014, to work with an incredible team of some of the best M&A minds in town. Was a very fulfilling experience. For me, it was about enabling these lawyers and putting the best minds out there. I'm 4 months into the job. I wake up every morning with a sense of absolute privilege that I'm able to serve the people at Wentzel. And for me, people would be our employees, our partners, our lawyers at all the levels in the firm, but very importantly, our clients and the communities that we serve. For me, this is about people, purpose, and impact. And that's the legacy at the end of it all that I hope to leave one day. To the young woman lawyer that's working with me on a deal, my advice to them would be, most importantly, it's resilience. And you get resilience by trying it over and over again and never giving up, just never giving up. Confidence, but at the same time, humility. Interdependence, which is knowing when to ask. It's okay if you don't know an answer to a particular question, but knowing who to ask and when to ask is very important. Vulnerability, absolutely important, so that you are transparent to your clients and your clients know and understand what you mean authentically when you're directing them and guiding them in relation to a deal or a provision in a transaction document. And ultimately, it's excellence, striving for excellence so that you can stand apart from others in the industry. When the deal is put to bed, I generally want to get to bed myself. But I also enjoy spending time with family. I enjoy spending time with friends. I love entertainment, so I can watch movies all of the time. I love to dance. And otherwise, if I wasn't a lawyer, I'd be a comedian, a stand-up comedian.